Live. Hi, everybody. There we go.
And on my travel bags right there.
It was a nice shot of your butt there in the screen, just so you know we were live. Yes, ma'am.
I think it would just be Glenn who saw it.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
It's probably just Glenn who would see it.
Glenn is here. Is he the only one? Looks like it.
I got Miss Daisy.
Hi, Glenn. Reem.
Oh, Reem. Show.
Goodness. That's what they say. Show.
Around town radio. Oh. Daisy, Erica says hi.
Hi, pretty on the bed. Look at that. How cute. Let's zoom in on it. Can we zoom in on that? Or try to here. Let's see.
Just left.
Oh, she left. Too late.
I do this thing where I have 3 blankets on my bed. So
yes.
the top one is for like the top one is the daytime one when I know that they're going to be super, super dirty. And then the one underneath that is the nighttime one where we clean them off a little bit. And so that it's not so bad. And I leave that on when I sleep. And then the one under that is my actual blanket so it doesn't get ruined.
The life we lead with dogs. Yes.
Yeah.
It's great. Hey, welcome to the program, everybody.
Hi,
everybody. It's Fat Tuesday. I fit that.
I didn't even realize that.
Yes, it is. Hi, Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Show. I'm just killing it right there. Show. Thanks, Mark Robinson. Gina McCann's in the house. The lovely Gina McCann. Lovely. She's beauteous.
Very lovely.
Isn't she lovely? Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get up some stuff on the screen here. So you talk. You talk while I figure it out.
What did you all think of the Super Bowl? I got to say this. This is my opinion because you all asked for it clearly.
I gave mine yesterday.
First of all, was that yesterday?
I gave mine yesterday, yeah.
Oh, well, then I'll give mine because.
Okay, go ahead.
I thought most of the game was boring but I'm not really that much of a football fan, except for the Bengals play. But then it got really exciting. That was really exciting, like the last 2 innings.
2 innings? You are not right. Well, and we talked yesterday for a minute about the halftime show, and
I liked it.
Some people liked it, some people didn't, and I will say I thought Usher did a great job. And the thing I liked is he was actually singing. You could tell he was actually singing.
I thought he did a fantastic job.
Yes. Pitchers and catchers report day. Thank you, Colleen. Big baseball fan, obviously. Bob Klein in the house. Jim McCarthy, how are you?
Hi, everybody.
Thank you. It is almost VD Day, Valentine's Day, tomorrow. So, that'll be fun. I've got to come to your place tomorrow night. That's my Valentine. I'm going to be at the Bell and the Bear.
I'm hoping I can be there.
Won't it be fun?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We got reservations. It's going to be good. Guys, there's still some tables left. So get your tushies up there and play some trivia with us tomorrow.
Yeah, go to dinner early and come out and play Name That Tune with us. It'll be a lot of fun. It will. What are we doing? Are we promoting the Bell and the Bear? How awful.
No, we can address that shit too. I don't even care.
Really?
That's part of the subject, annoying people.
Yes, it is. It is.
How dare you promote a bar that you work with the owner at least once a week, and she also promotes you? Oh, how dare you, Scott?
I don't know. It's just one of those things,
It's almost like, be kind to one another, and they'll probably be kind back to you.
You know, I had lunch today with my friend Hollywood from Hamilton's Urban Backyard. We had a great time. We always have like our monthly luncheons where we go out and have some fun. Well, we were discussing this matter, and it is just amazing to him also that, you know, people get their little panties in a wad over the fact that,
that word.
He didn't answer, or he didn't talk about my venue on his Thursday show. Well, all you got to do is send it to me. It's that simple. I'm not going to go look for it, though. I can't. I don't have time. We got on here at 1 minute till this show today, did we not? I mean, we're all busy.
Yep.
And if I had that kind of time, then I'd have a big following and thousands of people and sponsors and everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah. Thank you, Jim McCarthy. He said the last home run at the Super Bowl was great.
I thought the last home run was awesome.
Ay. Gina's coming tomorrow. Oh.
You know, I'm so excited. I really hope I can be there because I want to see her face. Her face makes me happy. She made me smile all night Saturday night. And when she sang, I was so bummed that I missed that. I mean, for good reason. I was in Detroit visiting my friend Katie, who celebrated her 1 year anniversary for opening her salon. So I couldn't be there, but man, I would have loved to see. I just heard nothing but good things. It was great. The whole night was great. Peter did a great job of putting the lineup together. It was really good. We talked about it yesterday, so I'm not going to dwell on it today, but I will say that Gina McCann had, you know, and I shouldn't discount Johnny as well, because it's a great combo they have going there, and Johnny, Gina, and the band. And there was a lot of people who fell in love with her and her voice. So it's kind of hard not to. That lady can sing. And besides that, her personality is just so sweet. But she's just a little bundle of perfection, in my opinion. With butter and cayenne pepper. Butter and cayenne pepper. Yeah, sprinkled in there. Hi, Billy Baker. Jim McCarthy. How are you? Hey, Baker, did I see that you just had yourself a grandchild? Because if so, congratulations. Wow. How about that? Hey, we've got a topic to talk about. And Ed says everyone brought their A game, and we're going to bring our A game today because A stands for annoying. We're going to talk about annoying things that guests do at music shows. And we're also going to talk about annoying things that bands do on stage, like playing songs that are super annoying. So it takes your input today, because we're not going to drive this whole thing. You're driving the show with your comments. So Ceris, get started with an example of someone who does something annoying at a music show you've been to. Tell me about it. I think it's annoying when somebody is clearly standing there watching the performance. They're not in a corner talking to their friends. They're clearly standing there looking at the stage by themselves, not communicating. And somebody comes up and they go, "Hey, what's up? Hey, I wanted to talk to you. You want to talk about this? Because I've got to talk to you about something." No, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I'm in the middle of watching a show. Clearly. That's annoying. That's mine. Wow. I've touched on mine in days past, but I'll mention again that I think certainly people who don't come to hear the music and then try to make themselves the center of attention by being loud, or groups that, you know, are super loud. I mean, you're supposed to have fun. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm saying? I've heard artists pour their heart out on stage and say, you know, I wrote this song about my dad who passed away 3 years ago, and it's my favorite song to play, and blah, blah, blah. And then you got this table over here going, woo, you know, and all that crap while they sing it. And it just, maybe I'm different. I don't know. Maybe I don't think anybody really enjoys it except for the people that are woohooing. The woo girls, as I like to refer to them. It's not always girls either, but you know, and the other thing, there's so many things that people do. You know, obviously, just talking during a show, being loud. And I even do, you know, my trivia nights, and I've walked by the bar before where somebody's being super loud and the whole room's looking at them and they're screaming across the bar at somebody, and you walk up and you stick the mic in their face and you just let them talk for a minute, and it becomes a pretty good little joke. But can we put Kareem's thing. I can't believe that happened.
The
I
hanky
would
panks.
laugh so hard.
Yes.
I'd be like, yeah, for sure. It's coming up next.
If it was too late to put in a request. Yeah, for $20, we'll play it in the parking lot.
Yeah, I would just laugh. So I'd be like,
Oh
for
my
sure.
God. There's no doubt about
Next.
that.
Yours
No,
is coming up next.
no doubt about that.
What is the hatred? I don't get it because I love the song. Okay. And I'm gonna be hated for this. But I love Freebird. I love that song.
Really?
I really do.
But don't you think it gets old people yelling play Freebird?
Oh, well, I think that's funny. I also don't, I think at this point people are doing it just to annoy the musicians to do it because they know how much everybody hates it. But I do love that song.
Chris Lee was asking about what event we were talking about. That was the Winter Blues Experience at the Manor House on Saturday night, Chris. Yeah, let's see. Gina says, thanks for the kind words. Thank you, Gina.
Well, nobody's perfect, Gina, but in my heart, you've got a perfect spot in there. So,
yes, to quote an Alabama song, she's close enough to perfect for me. Yes. Isn't that sweet?
Let's see. Jonathan Grooms.
What do we got? I'm rolling here with the comments. We're talking about annoying things people do at a music show, and then we're going to talk about annoying things bands do.
Jill Drew, when someone in the audience grabs a tambourine and plays without any rhythm.
Well, that can be band members sometimes. I'm just saying. Oh, Rob, thank you for that. I'm glad somebody agrees that loves my phrase that has become a household name about Gina, the cayenne butter. Yes. Great description of Gina's voice. It is. It's smooth yet hot.
Jonathan Grooms had one as a musician on stage. It annoys the hell out of me when an audience member tries to talk to us or request a song when we're playing. I've had people try to shake what? And obviously,
yeah, and dude, stop playing the bass.
And they'll probably get pissed off at you and call you rude for not responding. I guarantee it.
Oh my God. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can because I've actually seen people do that.
I know. It's insane. All right. So I've got a little list here of things that I'm going to address. Maybe. Who else we got out there? Freebird is an American classic, Rob says. Thank you for that, Rob. And yes, people do it now. Yes, they do. They yell Freebird for, as Gina says.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jim McCarthy, Freebird. Well, let's get off the Freebird. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. But yeah, let's talk about annoying things other than yelling Freebird, which we all know has become a cult classic to yell in a bar. Jonathan Grooms loathes tambourines. Nothing like, keeping time, Jonathan, with the bass player and the drummer and having somebody beat into a different drum on a tambourine. I agree. And Kareem's got a big promotional post here. Let's see what it is.
I agree with that. They don't know what they are playing, telling stories instead of performing, etc. Basically do. Yeah. Also, like, if you don't know the song, don't offer to sing it.
Diana says when someone tells her what a great camera she has, it takes a little more to get good pics. Yeah. I almost today, I'm going to say, I was discussing this with Hollywood today and we were kicking around some ideas, and I almost did a whole show devoted to people and cameras at shows, because as I said Saturday when I was there waiting in line to hand my ticket to the people as I walked in, I bet I can't count on both hands the amount of people who came up with cameras with big lenses and say they were taking photographs for the event so they could not have to pay. Ridiculous.
I'm like,
but that's a whole nother thing. That's annoying, though. It's annoying.
It's crazy to me that somebody who wants to go see live music is also so bothered that they have to pay to see live music.
Yes.
Like, I'm not the biggest fan of charging cover. I'm really not. But if you're going out to see a band, why are you trying to not pay it? Like, they have to get paid somehow. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, that's annoying. I charged $3 like somebody like made a big fuss. They're like $3 to get in for what?
Okay, well, if you're mad about that, then give me
Paying,
$5.
but it's okay. You don't have to pay. You're fine.
Rude people
Just
pay
go.
$5.
You
Nice
just
people
go.
pay $3. How
You
about
can just
that?
go. You go have a
Yeah.
good night. That's annoying.
Bob Klein, I agree 100% with that comment. And I've seen so many people come up to the musicians and say, hey, my friend out here sings great. Let him come up with you and sing. Oh, it's not karaoke night. They hired the band to play, not to have karaoke. And everybody thinks they can come sing now. It's strange how that works. And they can just march their ass on stage and take a mic and do it. And that's kind of nuts. Spilling beer on the equipment. Tessa said, absolutely. And you can't put they'll sit their glass on a sign that says, don't sit your glass here.
Literally, we have signs on our subs and they'll sit their glass there.
I've seen it. That's what I'm talking about.
Like we're going to build a ramp. We're building a ramp on it. So because apparently people don't know how to read or they just don't have enough respect.
That's everybody puts cones on top of them when they're sitting there like that. In a lot of places they do. And the cone, you can't sit a drink on the cone. Yeah. You know, that's how it works. And you know what they're using? It's hilarious. Some of them are putting the dog collars, the plastic, you know, cone of shame. They're putting that on top of the speakers, but it works.
It works.
It does. It keeps people from spilling their drinks. Good afternoon, Chris. And if you're just joining us, guys, we are talking about annoying things customers do at a music show, whether it be a concert, whether it be a local venue, whatever. Chris, thanks for being here. Tim Butterfield, he's on here. He's going to be on tomorrow, speaking of annoying. And he and Todd Buck are coming to talk production tomorrow at noon on Wednesday with the band. So join us for that. A little shameless plug. Tim, send me that list. All right. Shane DeMoss, what's he got? Yeah, can my boyfriend, girlfriend come up and sing and play? They are so good. Yes.
Can we just say in general, when anybody ever says, my girlfriend or my boyfriend, does this, he's this, and can I do this because my girlfriend, and anything. My girlfriend, boyfriend has a band. Can you book them? My girlfriend and boyfriend are my friend's girlfriend or boyfriend is playing. So do I have to pay? Yeah, you do. I almost want to make you pay double for asking me that question.
And, you know, somebody's saying there about, I saw a comment pop up talking about old lady playing a tambourine, and we'll get to that. But I've seen people bring an entire percussion section in their purse and pull it out, and everybody's playing it. And, you know, that does not go over well with the musicians most days. Yeah. And, yeah, thank you, Glenn. We will not, hopefully. And that's one thing I encourage people to do. If you're putting on an event, spend a little time to have some sort of a credential for the camera people and vet them ahead of time, because everybody now thinks they're a professional camera person. And yes, you want publicity, but you also need control over who's taking pictures and why they're there. And it seemed to me like many of these camera people made their way into the green room on Saturday as well to just hang out and eat food and do those kind of things. If you're a sanctioned photographer for the event, you got access to that. And sometimes they don't want you in the green room because the artists are relaxing back there and they're not wanting their picture taken while they're sitting on the couch with their gut, you know, sticking out and all those things. It's how it works.
Right.
Yes. So lots of other things on let me give you my list of some of the top ones that make the internet here. That's kind of cool. Talking, obviously. Sign holders at concerts, you know, everybody, you know, my first concert, or I asked her to marry me today, and those kind of things. You see that at big concerts now quite a bit. Selfie freaks, I talked about it the other day. You kind of disagreed with me on the selfie thing, but it's just, it gets old. It does. And I'm guilty of taking them with people too and doing that, but it does get old. People who think they are on Dancing with the Stars. Now, I thought that was an interesting one because I love to watch good dancers when they dance on the dance floor. And like Jeff that comes to your place, I love to watch him dance. He's
just good energy.
He is a show in himself. Yeah. And I love it. I mean, and he's good for business, I think. People like to watch him dance. I just want his shoes. I love his shoes. The guy's got some great cheetah shoes. I'm going to ask him where he got them. Can you imagine me wearing cheetah shoes? Hi, Tina Reed Ramsey from O'Connor's. What are you reading? I can always tell when you stop dead in your tracks and read something.
I'm reading Bill's comment. I'm also reading Rob's because one of my pet peeves is when people walk around with a tip jar at a show. That's just pushy. That's like, just if they want to tip, they'll go up and they'll tip. I don't like people being pushy like that. So I'm not so much a fan of that.
I don't like that Nashville
idea
thing.
that you are tipping the band. That is amazing.
I missed Rob's though. I'm trying to find it. Chris Lee says he's had people want to fight him because he wouldn't let them come up on say, amen. I've seen it. Yeah, no doubt. People get drunk and do stupid things. Bob Klein. People remove the cones and grind on them and put them on their heads. Yeah, on the speakers. Yeah, he's right. But there's Rob's. I'm sorry, Rob. I missed that. Always to put something in the tip jar. Yeah, I hate going to like Nashville. And I mean, I know that's how they make their money, but these people are like every 2 minutes in your face with a tip jar.
It's just not my thing. I don't just let people enjoy the show and,
And did you know in Nashville, there are people who do that for a living?
Nashville, I don't think any of their artists really get paid.
No, but what I'm saying is the bands employ somebody for a percentage of their tips to take the tip jar around because they're professional tip, I guess, for lack of a better term, arm twisters. They're people that know how to get in the audience and get people to give money. And they pay them a cut of their tips. I think it's very entrepreneurish, but also annoying sometimes.
I think it's annoying.
It is. Thank you, Rob, for that comment.
What band was this, Cream?
I got to get to him, but I'm reading here. What's Diana got to say? Photographer with a flash on stage or wearing white and on.
Cream, I want to know what band was playing when that happened. I can't remember the name, unfortunately. When was it?
Thank you, Eric. Yeah, that's annoying as well. As if you've ever been to one of those shows. I'm looking at Bill's comment though.
Bill, so I'm torn with this one because I know a lot of people when they go to shows that they want to stand up and they want to be part of the show, and that's how they're a part of the show. I understand that, people are sitting, and I understand that can be annoying. But if you're really going to leave because somebody is standing there and if you can't hear it because somebody is standing there, that seems, are you people leaving? Is that?
Well, if they're seating for a show, and you don't want to allow standing room, then you don't make standing room in front of the stage. There's a barrier. If you make standing room, then everyone that sits down there needs to expect people are going to stand in front of them.
And I'm sorry, if you're going to leave because somebody's standing there, you're just that affects the band. If you support the band, you can still hear.
And oftentimes I even see it at the Bell and the Bear, and I've probably been guilty of it too, trying to get a photo of something. It becomes more about people taking pictures and videos in the front row than it does actually enjoying the show. And that can be annoying to a lot of people. And I know Bill stands back a lot with his camera on a stick and all those things. He doesn't annoy anybody. He tries not to block anybody, but certain people just have no regard for that. I've talked about the concerts where they're going live for the entire concert. With one person watching their live feed, you can see it on their screen. One viewer.
I just think people forget that people go see live music for different reasons. So, you may go see it. Somebody may go see it because they want to see the video and, for one, but people enjoy. The nice thing about music is it's a matter of opinion and who's enjoying what and how you enjoy it and all that stuff. And come on. I get it's annoying if somebody's standing right in front of you, but you can still hear the music. You can still feel it.
Yes, Glenn. I agree with that 110%. People standing there videoing that no one else will ever see it. No one will ever see that video. You'll never watch that video. Why are you not enjoying the show? I'm almost to the point where I love artists who make you lock your damn phone up and don't get them out. I hate to say that. It's a pain in the ass, but some of them are doing it because just of that reason. And then, you know, everybody's got a phone now, so they catch everybody in a vulnerable position or a picture, and, you know, it becomes a meme and all that crap. It's just the internet sometimes is difficult. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah, Chrissy, I mean, yeah, you're in the third row. You're at a concert. That's how you're feeling it. Feel it.
Thanks,
You
Matt
paid
Matheny.
for the tickets too.
Where are you at? Are you way down here somewhere? I'm looking. We got so many people chiming in today. Trying to get to all your comments, guys. Give us a minute. Karis reads ahead, and then I get behind, and it's just one of those things. So,
well, okay. So Colleen's got a good one. If I can watch, I don't. I'm in the moment, enjoying it right then and there. Yeah, love hearing all that. Colleen, I know you're somewhere there, but she goes, people I don't know who think it's okay to dominate my break time to make song recommendations. You would sing this really well, usually some song I've never heard, or some song you probably just sang and they did. One of my biggest pet peeves is when somebody comes up to you, to like the musicians, myself, one of the bartenders, anybody, somebody that comes up to you, somebody that comes up to whatever they're doing, whatever their job is or whatever it is, and they go, you know what you should do? This is what you should do.
Yeah, I always call that the let's all try to fix it thing, because they do that to sound guys.
Backstory. You have no information. It's just like, stop. So whenever anybody says, you know what you should do? Let me tell you what you should do. I said, why don't you do me a favor? You write it down, wrap it in a 20, and I'll consider it. And it's not because I'm not interested in your opinion. I want to hear your opinion sometimes.
Did you see Matt Matheny's thing there? He says those people get $100 plus tips.
I know.
Tootsie's, and they take 20% of the tips.
I know. Back. I've lost. I don't go to Nashville for that. That's one of the reasons. I don't go to places where people take advantage of their staff or the artists. I don't do that. I don't support that shit. There's a couple of bars in Cincinnati I won't go to because I know they don't treat their staff well.
I'm scrolling the comments, but that, you know, there's so many annoying things. Filming the entire show, obviously. Spilling food and drink on everybody, too. I was at a concert one night right before the band even started, and some girls trying to carry 4 big tall beers down the steps, and she tripped and poured them on 3 of us. And I mean, we were soaked the entire show. And she had pre-gamed in the parking lot, obviously. She couldn't even hardly walk, and she's trying to carry 4 tall beers in her hands. And, you know, she trips down the stairs, and then the rest is history. But you know, nobody wants to deal with that.
No. And
I missed that Kareem story you were laughing at. I think I've got it now. One man, the girlfriend walked around with a tip jar. She says, "Oh, so you don't support local music?" Yeah.
Man, if I ever found out who that would, I would have some nice words for her.
Yeah, how about you come over and support us at our restaurant while we're working our butts off? You know, that'd be nice.
Don't do that to people, and that's why I don't like that. Don't do that to people. Don't pressure people to tip. That's why people hate the tipping thing because of that.
And Ed Sawicki, I appreciate you writing that, because that's one thing I admire about you. You slip in, take a photo, and you're out of the way. You really are cognizant of the people that are watching the show. And and so often you go to a concert, the official photographers, man, they'll block your view all night long if they think they've got a shot from there. And I appreciate Ed having the compassion and being a music lover like he is, and not just making it about him, as he said. Hi, Chrissy. Thanks for the comment. Sit down while that sometimes gets annoying too. Somebody that gets up and wants to have a party in their seat, or, you know, standing up and dancing. Why do people yell at them and say, sit down and all that? I mean, it's a concert, people.
That annoys me. Like,
it's a concert.
They paid for their ticket too.
Now, I will say that I get annoyed, especially if you go to a show and, you know, there's so many artists that have ballads that are so good, and you wait for that moment for them to play their number one hit ballad. And there's 2 people standing behind you talking about, do you know what John did at work yesterday? And blah, blah, blah. And it's like, shut the up.
I mean, there's bad timing. There's definitely bad timing.
Yeah, that annoys me to death. And Chris Lee, I agree with that. That's the problem with videos too, is people trying to sing louder in the audience than the band, and it picks it up. But yeah, louder than your voice in the PA. And amen. It's why get your own band if you want to perform. Get your own band and play. You know. Oh my God. Has a gratuity tax. Tootsie's has. Yeah, a lot of places are putting. I've been to a lot of places now that have entertainment tax or entertainment charge on their bill when you cash out. You're paying. You don't pay a cover charge. You're paying for the band.
I heard that. And it's actually. I mean, it's an interesting idea. It's instead of a cover charge.
Right. And it's never as much as like a $10 cover or anything like that. But it's be like $5 added on for entertainment or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
I considered that as something is like, do I do that instead of a cover charge? But I didn't. To me, that's not. I didn't like that. I would rather just because then because you're not giving people a choice. Well,
you charge a cover charge and it goes to the band.
Yes.
And if it comes through a credit card that way and all that, then you've got the credit card fees. You got all the other stuff that goes along with it. Pretty soon it filters down to not being a lot of money.
Right.
And the band's getting it directly the other way. And I think that's a positive. Whether you give it to them in a check or cash, I don't know. And I don't care. But at least, the band is making the door basically along with what you're paying them. And you pay them well.
No, the door is what I'm paying them.
I'm sorry. Run that by me again.
The door is what I'm paying. I mean, like there's a set price.
Right.
And if the door makes more than that set price, they get to keep it.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was.
They don't leave with less than what the set price is, obviously. Yeah.
And Colleen, that's a fine line there. She says, people don't know, think it's okay to dominate your break time. Bands need to expect that they need to interact with people on the break. They do. People want a piece of them. They want to talk to them, all that. I get if you need a break though, to get away from people, you got to get out of the room. And that's the hard part.
Yeah, but then there's that catch-22 because we were just having this conversation about how bands don't even talk to the customers there, and they always leave because they need a break. Like we were just talking about how that's rude and it's snobby. It's like it's they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I get it. It's a very slippery slope because if you're not friendly and you say, I'm sorry, I got to go take a break and run away from everybody, then they take offense to that. If they dominate you, then you don't get the break you might need to go get a drink and go to the bathroom or whatever you need to do. I mean, it's very understandable. And it has a lot to do with why touring artists walk right off the stage and go out and get in a bus. Mm-hmm. Because, even if they stand with security in a photo point, it's going to be a long time for them before they get a break. And what's Gina saying here? How about some annoying things that bands do? What's the most annoying song a band could ever play? Anybody want to tell us that? I'd like to hear that.
Freebird, right? Isn't that the answer?
That is not an annoying song. I don't think so. Freebird's a great song.
The stadium at Belterra because they measure their mixed drinks. I always have to get doubles just to taste the crown. Your bar doesn't. Main Street Social measures, but always gives a little extra. So I taste it there. Sorry. But if I order drinks and don't taste the crown, it just pisses me off. Plus, if the drinks are consistent all night and I'm happy, I tip the bartender. Well, that's not the bartender's fault. That's the problem, Rob. Like, that's what I'm like. People are blaming the wrong people. The bartenders are working there and do not have a choice. The owners are making the decisions. So don't punish the bartenders because they're just following the rules.
Yeah. And I mean, any bar that doesn't measure pours and those kind of things and manage their liquor control is going to lose money. We measure our high end. We do the count, but we also do inventory every single week. Right. So we know if we're off and we're not. Our liquor, You would know if somebody's giving it, if somebody's double pouring and charging for a single and those kind of things.
We count our liquor we do liquor control. But there needs to be this thing where it's bartenders, servers, chefs. They're not the one, unless they're the owners, they're not the ones making the decisions about how your drink is poured, but they most certainly will be the ones that are going to get in trouble because you want to yell at them and tell them that they didn't pour you enough alcohol. So now they have to risk getting in trouble because a lot of bars don't allow their bartenders to have a comp tab. And so that they may have to pay for that extra shot. So that way you stop yelling at them or you're not mad at them. Come on, guys, direct your anger to where it belongs.
Thanks, Mickey. Yeah, I've seen you go pee in the middle of a set, Mickey, I think. But sometimes you got to do that.
I agree, Billy Baker. I don't like it when bands talk too much either in between set. I don't really listen. I got to tell you, I'm not into the storytelling. I'm not into the sad stories. I'm not into that. When I go see music, I want to forget about all of those sad, that's why I don't watch any of those music shows, because before you actually get to hear anybody sing, you have to hear a complete stranger's sad story. Not that I don't care about people, I do, but I don't always want to hear a sad story. Everything in this world is based on what's sad. How can you feel sorry for this person so that way, we're here to see music. Let's be happy. No? Am I a bad person for saying that?
No, I somewhat disagree with you on the storytelling. If it's done in a limitation and it's done correctly.
Yeah, absolutely.
To intro a song or tell a story about why they wrote a song and those kind of things, I think that's important. But I also agree that someone who stands on stage and tells stories for 35 minutes and sings 20, that's not good.
No, I when I say things like that, I'm not saying like all the time. It's just in general, no.
All right. I am
smoke machines. Stop. God, the amount of complaints that I get from customers, know your venue. Small venues, no smoke machines. Stop with that. The amount of people leave.
Okay, you read that one. All right.
Is just not good.
Matt Massini had a nice fella throw a pocket knife at him once because he wouldn't let him play his guitar while I was playing. Yeah. Idiot. Mustang Sally, Wagon Wheel getting some votes. Gina says Wagon Wheel super annoying. I'm sorry. I thought it was amazing, but it's annoying.
I like that song too. I like all the annoying songs.
Yeah. Don't Stop Believing. Overplayed, but a great song. Baby Shark. Thank you, Eric. All right. When a band talks too much between songs, yes, we hit that.
I don't mind a little bit of something. I don't mind. Like, quick 30 seconds. That's cool. That's it.
Pat Riley, thank you for saying that, because oh my God, I go places, the band starts playing and they've asked for the house music to get turned off 6 or 8 times. I've seen them do it, go to the bar, whatever, and nobody turns it off. And you're competing with these speakers around the room that are playing touch tunes. It's insane. It happens in little bars a lot. It does. And when I say little bars, that's not for little people or anything. It's just little bars. What else we got?
Yeah, the stadiums are the worst, and they charge an arm and a leg, Rob. Like, it's crazy that they're so. I agree with you on that. The stadiums are the worst. Thank you very much. Yeah, I account for overportage. That's in our inventory because it happens, and
Kareem, were you at the Kip Winger show at the Bell? I will tell you that he's a perfect example of good storyteller. He does not talk too much, and yet he tells some great stories about songs and how they were written and why they were written and some funny stories and all that. So I got to disagree with that on the can't stand storytelling, but it has to be limited. It cannot be all night.
Everything is a limit. Everything is in moderation. Like when bands take long breaks between each song.
Bob Klein, I love you, man. He doesn't like any dudes wearing shorts on stage. Is it okay for women to wear short shorts, though? That's the question. Are we going to make equality here or what? I don't know. We'll get in trouble for that. We'll get in trouble for that. God, I had some people going off. I asked how people like the halftime show. A whole big thread on my page became racist crap. And I'm like, no, stop it. Just stop it. Don't do it.
No, I don't think you were. No. Yeah, Rob, To me, that's what's irritating. I agree. That's what's irritating, Rob. It's the price. And I mean, I know how much it costs right now. I mean, I've had to raise my prices because I can't keep up because they've raised their prices. So we have to, but there's obviously we know the stadiums are doing just fine. The cost of their booths.
Yeah, they make a little money. Hi, Scott Stamper. Hi, Michelle. Thank you. Hollywood, thanks for being here. I had a great lunch with him today. Great dude.
Nicole, good question. What about when bands so if there's not a band after them, they can play as long as they want. I've actually thrown in an extra couple $100 to get a band to play even longer. If there's a band after them, you have to respect the band's time, because if you're cutting into another band's set, then you're just an asshole.
Yeah,
but
don't overplay. That's on the list of annoying
I love
things
it. If
bands
the band
do.
wants to keep playing, that means that they're feeling the music. That means that they're loving it, and everybody's loving it, and it's a good vibe. I'm all for that.
Stacey McGuire, I agree with you 100% on that one. Long breaks. We've talked about it on the show numerous times. That loses the energy of the room, the music. You can tell she's a bar owner, can't you? I mean, absolutely, because it kills the vibe in a second if the band takes too long.
Yep.
And that is not good. Bands need to learn that art and, gather the cats and herd them in and get them back on stage when they need to be up there. Not where's Junior? He's out in the parking lot having a safety meeting.
I'm going to say it, and I know it's going to piss some people off. What are you doing, Bear? The half an hour breaks kill vibes. Like can kill an entire, it's a half an hour. It's a long time not to have anything going on.
And Glenn says, but if your insurance says that you stop at midnight, you stop at midnight. Yeah, there's curfews, there's noise ordinances, there's everything, and you got to stop when it's time and not go over. And
we're not talking about breaking the law rules. We're not trying to cost anybody anything. But
I've also seen people have to delay a show due to weather, and then there's an 11 o'clock curfew or whatever. And I've even seen the mayor of the town there in the venue and said it's an outdoor venue, and they said, "Oh, just keep going. I'll take care of it." Well, hopefully he will, and not, the next council meeting, he'll duck off in the corner when everybody's raising hell about it, because you got rules. You do. Hey, Karis, we're about out of time today. Actually, we have, I just noticed we have run a lot, and I have something, Billy Baker says Blue Note is done by 11 or sooner. Thank you. And Matt Mastini says, yes, I hate breaks, kills the vibes. I've seen people play 3 hours straight. And
Kevin McCoy usually plays straight through, and that's awesome. Now, I don't expect, I know that that's tough. I'm not saying that everybody should do that, but it is awesome.
I've got some yes or no's for you today instead of this or that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And some of them might be this or that.
I like that.
I'm gonna throw it at you. Yes, Steve. Absolutely.
I wish it was like
concert style. That's so good. All right, Karis, you ready?
Yes.
Are the Beatles overrated? Yes or no?
No.
Hard rock versus classical.
Classical music or classic rock?
Classical music.
Oh, I like hard rock.
Okay.
Well, I like rock.
Tupac versus Biggie.
Oh. Method Man.
Okay. How about was Michael Jackson a musical genius? Yes or no?
I think he was very good at what he did.
I got some hot button topics here if you want me to throw them at you. There's some good ones.
Yeah, throw them. That's fine. I don't think throw them at me. That's fine.
All right. Does rap music promote violence against women?
No, I don't. Not any more than anything else these days. No, sorry.
Okay. Is the music of today bad for kids?
No.
Okay. It's your answers. I'm just throwing them out there.
I mean, I don't know. If we're talking about raping people, then yeah. I mean,
I'm trying to make it not so bad in some areas here.
Oh, I'm just trying to think about it because I don't listen to that music really that often.
Should music be taught in schools?
Yes.
Should music ever be censored?
No.
Okay. Is auto-tuned music real music?
What?
Is using auto-tune real music?
I can't hear you. Sorry, something cut out.
Okay. You're not hearing me anymore?
What?
I said, are you not hearing me anymore?
Move on.
Are you not hearing me anymore?
Move on.
Really? Why are you trying to avoid that question? You never avoid a topic.
What do you mean by auto-tune? Like if they're playing the tracks?
No, if they're actually using auto-tune to tune their voice to be on key and on pitch.
Oh. Well,
Cher, do you believe in love?
Oh, is that a question? Do I believe in love?
Oh my God. You're killing me today. All right.
Auto-tune is not if it's not you singing, then how I don't understand that.
Is music really therapeutic?
I think so.
Can it stimulate your brain function, you think?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Should everyone listen to music every day?
Not if they don't want to.
Okay. You think music is, the whole music thing is overrated among people of the world, or music actually brings people together?
I think that I have no idea. I don't fucking know. If
you wanted them.
If a lot of people like the same song, then I guess that's going to bring them together. It's all a matter of opinion, right?
All right, a couple more then, and we're going to go. Music streaming.
I think music can bring people together that are same minded, right? You know.
Okay. Is well, now I've lost my last one. What's more important, the music or the lyrics?
Oh, we did this before.
Yeah.
And I am a fan of both, and I love to sing along to a song. So.
Okay. Well, they called Elvis the king and Michael Jackson the king of pop. Who's the king of music now?
I don't have an answer to that because I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do not really listen to new music that much.
What do you listen to?
I'm like more of a classic rock kind of gal. Although I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer to that is.
All right. Well, there you have it. Is Metallica satanic?
No.
Okay. Thought I'd throw that one in just for fun. And lastly,
I think people have opinions.
Video killed the radio star. Is streaming music killing the music star?
I think I mean it's from what I've been told, it's taking away from the musicians.
And yes, Jim McCarthy, I agree 100%. Taylor Swift is the queen now. And they can call Beyonce the queen. They can do all that. But I'm telling you, Taylor Swift has got it going on. And she is a master businesswoman.
She's very good. I don't understand the hatred towards her. She's
surrounded herself with unbelievable people, too. And I think that, you're only as good as your team. And I think she's got a big team behind her.
I think she's a kind person I don't know her from Adam, but from, I think people choose to believe which memes they want. Either the ones that say that she's this nasty bitch or the ones that say that she's a good lady. Does music bring people together? It sure does if you wanted to. I think people perceive things in all different matters, and there's a lot of negative people walking around that just can't find joy in nothing.
Amen. And as for Taylor Swift,
I like her. I don't like the music, but I like her.
I'm going to throw it out there and say absolutely. And you don't get to where she is without being a strong, independent woman. And
Nope.
there's times that you got to tell people no, and there's times you got to say things people don't like. Now, I do not like that she's getting political. You know me and my stance on politics and music. I wish she'd stay out of the political arena, but people will get to that level and they do that. You know,
I don't even read that stuff. I just stay away from it. I just don't want to hear it.
Well,
I'll tell you what doesn't bring people together.
What's that?
Politics.
Amen.
So keep them separated.
Negative people who are always hating on things. And Hollywood has our last this or that, Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath.
I'm a Zeppelin fan.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Ray Renee, for that comment. And yeah, be happy Taylor Swift is successful. And you don't have to like her music. You don't have to like her. You don't have to date her.
Rob, that's exactly when my opinion changed on her too. I didn't know much about her, but when I heard that, my heart, I was like, and she did even more than that too. I was like, well, that's a good person right there.
Great comment, Gina. You got to keep them separated.
Yeah.
And, you know, I said on the show yesterday how much I love Taylor Swift and what she's doing and all that. And I also made a comment that I don't believe what Travis Kelce did in the Super Bowl with yelling at his coach and being in his coach's face was appropriate. And it took him down a few notches on my ratings board. But, you know, shit happens. It does. Shit happens. So there, she says a total of 50 million in tips and bonuses.
People will find something wrong with anybody when they want to, because they're sitting in your freaking cubicle pointing fingers at somebody for tipping 50. You want to not think about the 50 million that she tipped and all that. You want to think about all these stupid freaking memes you see or something you don't agree with. And now she's the freaking devil. Get over yourselves. Grow up. Who cares? You don't know her. You're never going to need to know her. You don't like her? Don't like her. For what reason?
Wow, you did pretty good with that. I didn't have to do that very often. So that was
trying.
Good.
I'm trying.
You're doing much better.
I'm tired of this hatred amongst people. These people, you don't know them. Like I laugh at all these people. They just look dumb. They just look dumb. Like, do yourselves a favor. Shut up.
I'm tired of people hating on everybody.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's not just celebrities. It's just in general.
You don't have to like them, but you also be a grown ass adult, dude. Like, come on, man. You look petty. You look pathetic.
Do you know what I say to people who hate on you and your bar? I just throw one word out: jealousy. That's what it ends up being. They're jealous of success. People hate people that are successful with anything they do.
I don't know if anybody's jealous of me, but I got to tell you this. I don't care. Like, just be happy for people. The reason you're not is because you're just not happy, and nobody else can make you happy. The only way you find happiness is within yourself. You quit doing that to people, and you might start going like this, and you might figure out why you're always doing that.
Bob Klein, thank you for that. We've come up with a new band called Swifty Foo. Swifty Foo.
I like Swifty Poo.
Swifty Foo. We're way late. I'm going to be so damn late to my gig. I got to go. I have to go set up equipment and do all that because I can't afford a roadie. And that's how it works. I will see you tomorrow night, my lovely co-host at the Bell and the Bear.
I won't yell at you, I promise.
We'd love to see you at the Bell and the Bear. Until then, thanks for watching today. Hope you had a great show with us. We had a great show with you today, and we love your input. So if you're watching after we're live, drop us a little comment in there. I'll be up here tomorrow noon with Tim Butterfield, Todd Buck talking production, and some good stuff coming tomorrow your way. And then Thursday, Who's Playing Out, brought to you by our friends at Froggy's in Monroe. Thanks for watching today, guys. We out of here. Karis, goodbye. Thanks for being a great co-host as always.
Thanks for being amazing, Scott. And thanks for everything you do.
I love you, dear. You know that. I do. Bye. We out. And we do have to say this. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or position of our sponsors or any entities they represent. Wow, did you see I got that in?
You did.
I did. Book of Face. We might throw that one in there too.
Was I bad today? I feel like I did good.
Just at the beginning. You were good. You've been watching Hot Topic Tuesday, Joy and Judgment with Ceris and Scott right here. Thanks for watching, everybody. We out of here. Bye-bye.